In Virginia, our governor, Ralph Northam, perhaps the most anti-gun governor that we've actually elected here in the state, looks like he's not going to get his way this year in terms of the gun control bills that he was supporting. Yesterday at the state capitol, it was Gun Owner Lobby Day. It was also a day for gun control advocates to rally for their cause. The governor spoke to his supporters, and here's what he had to say.
This past year, 1,028 of our fellow Virginians lost their lives. But if we can't change people's minds, we need to change their seats.
As I mentioned, Virginia is one of those states where violent crime is a lot lower than it was 20, 30 years ago. But Governor Ralph Northam doesn't apparently want to give Virginia gun owners or Virginia citizens any credit for that. Again, making the case that we've got to have more gun control laws here, even though Virginia's violent crime is a lot lower than, let's say, Washington, D.C.'s and Maryland, to nearby and neighboring localities that have far more restrictive gun control laws on the books. Now, it wasn't just anti-gun advocates. As I mentioned, there were lots of gun owners out there at the state capitol in Richmond yesterday as well, including one woman who is actually the victim of a violent crime and is not interested in trying to ban our Second Amendment rights.
He blew away my arm from the elbow to the shoulder. It had never had anything to do with what he was carrying. It had to do with what was happening in his heart. There's a difference in this conversation that we're not having.
And she's right. Again, you look at some of these proposals like the red flag laws that, okay, we found an individual to be a danger to themselves or others, and we're going to take any illegally owned guns that they might have, and then we're going to leave them, and they can figure it out, right? You're dealing with the inanimate object rather than the actual person. That's always going to be a really ineffective way of trying to go about things. May very well be unconstitutional as well.